Hello Math 1046 gang. In this video I'm going to go over the 1 week refresher. At this point in the course we're looking at the deadline for the welcome unit, and hopefully everyone's settled into the welcome unit and are working through the to-do list. When you are done the welcome unit, your computer will be set optimally for D2L Brightspace, your Skype will be linked up, and your Pearson account will be ready to go, and you'll be ready to start the course. And we begin the course with the 1 week refresher. The purpose of the 1 week refresher is to take a look at your foundational math skills. We have found over the years that students that come in with good foundation skills in math have a much better success rate than students that do not. Hopefully everyone has watched the video on your options for mathematics in the School of Access, and have looked at the Foundations 1043 Math, this College Math 1046, and the Health Math 1048, and have decided that it's the College Math 1046 that is for them. So once you know the math that you want to do, it's important to know what you need in order to be successful, and those are the foundation math skills. Depending on how long you have been out of school or how you did in other math programs, your foundation skills might be at varying levels. And it might be a place where you need to brush up on those math skills, and maybe Foundations Mathematics, the 1043, is the better course for you to brush up on those skills before you start Math 1046. So we give a little bit of time at the beginning of the course just to look at those foundation skills and for you to do a self-assessment. We call this self-assessment a placement assessment. Its grades do not go towards your grades in Math 1046, but it is just an opportunity to take a look at your foundation skills, see where they are, and then talk about your readiness for this Math 1046 program. We recommend that students get an 80% on this placement assessment in order to be confident that they are going to do well in the course. If you get less than an 80% on this placement assessment, then you're going to need to look at different areas that you might need to brush up on in order to just be ready for the course, or maybe it's best to switch into the Math 1043 course and give yourself a term just to get those foundation skills up to snuff so that you can take off running in Math 1046. In the end, the decision is completely yours to make. So no matter what you get on the placement assessment, it's not going to go towards your final grade in Math 1046, and it's not going to bump you out of this course. That's a decision for you to make and for you to make alone. So you don't have to worry about that. And I'm here to help you and guide you. So if you find that you are wondering after the placement assessment whether this is the right fit for you, you can always come and talk to me and I can help you with that decision. Now, we don't get you to do the placement assessment without giving you some resources. So in the 1 week refresher, you can see when I scroll down that we have gone and taken the different foundational skills and grouped them together. So there's arithmetic, there's algebra, there's ratio, rates and percent, exponents and radicals, and graphing. And each of these topics are subdivided into smaller topics. And when you click on these, I'm going to go, into exponents and scientific notation. You can see that there are videos that you can watch and practice problems you can do. And it's not the expectation that you go into each of these different topics separately and do all of the videos and do all the practice programs. It's really meant for you to go in and choose the things that you want to brush up on and work on them. It's not, we don't expect you to go through and do it all. So those resources are there within the 1 week refresher. So you can click on those, but we also offer some practice through the Pearson MyMathLab, and that's where I'm going to go next because I want to show you that part of the course. So here I am back at the course homepage, and I'm going to scroll down to the green Pearson widget. I'm going to click on this widget. Some students had trouble opening it up, and it seems that it was their security programs that were giving them trouble with opening up that box. So along with the resources in the refresher unit in D2L, there's also practice assignments within Pearson, and I'm in the Pearson course right now, and I've clicked on homework from the course menu, and you can see all of these refresher assignments. Now, again, these are just optional ones to look at, but if you click on them, you can practice and use the help features in MyMathLab to go over and practice these skills separately. There's also a MyMathLab orientation, which is a great place to start just to get used to how you enter in answers to questions in MyMathLab. But these in the homework are all optional assignments that you can do to practice your skills. You don't have to finish them, but you can go in and get immediate feedback on those things. So along with the resources and the videos in D2L, there's also this Pearson homework. Now, when we get into the actual units in the course, Unit 1, Number Theory, homework will be for marks. That will then go towards your final mark. But these refresher homework do not go towards your final mark. So you can do as many as you like or none. It's totally up to you. So if the homework is not required to be completed in the refresher unit, you're probably asking, well, what is required for this refresher unit? The only thing that is required to be completed for the refresher unit is this math placement assessment. That's the only thing that needs to be completed by the deadline, time and date for the refresher unit. This math placement assessment is a quiz in Pearson, and this is the one that we're looking for you to achieve an 80% at least. It gives us a good indication that you are ready for the course, and anything under an 80% is just giving us a discussion point to talk about your readiness and to assess your next steps, which could be changing over to Foundations Math 1043, or perhaps looking at ways in which you can catch up with those foundation skills so that you are better able to take off in the course. So this is the only thing that needs to be completed within this refresher unit. Before you take this, though, you probably want to do some practice. So we have a refresher practice math placement, and there are 10 attempts that you can take. Again, none of these marks are going to go towards your end mark, so you don't have to worry about that. And you can do all 10 attempts of this to get yourself ready for the math placement assessment. My suggestion is that before you look at any of the resources in D2L or do any of the homework in Pearson for the refresher unit, that you try one of these practice math placements. You might be surprised at how you do. And if you ace the math placement, then you can go right ahead and do the math placement assessment and not have to worry about anything. Also, if you do the practice math placement and you don't do as well as you had hoped, then you can go and assess at what skill sets that you need to practice in order to get your skills up before you do the math placement assessment. So we try and give you lots of resources to get caught up with those foundational skills or just to polish up those skills, and then we give you an assessment piece so that you can decide for yourself if you do have those foundational skills needed for this course. Now, if you have any questions around the refresher unit, the practice math placement, or the math placement assessment, please don't hesitate to let me know and we can chat about this unit. If you complete the math placement assessment and you are and you've decided that you're going to stay in the course, let me know. And you are free then to move on to Unit 1, number theory. And you can do that tomorrow if you like. Or you can take this week to go through the foundation skills, get caught up, and then do that math placement assessment later, and then start Unit 1 next week once you've given yourself a week to catch up. So that's basically the refresher unit in a nutshell. I know that it can cause a little bit of anxiety thinking that you have to get this 80% on the math placement assessment, but in the end, that decision lies with you. You know yourself, where you are in your math, and we just give you the opportunity to do a little bit of self-reflection to make sure that you are where you need to be, and I'm here to support you in whatever your final decision is. So I wish you all the best this week, and I know that we will be chatting soon. Bye for now.